Holy! Did I just spend $700 on Ring stick-up cameras alone? Yo, what's up, baby girl? Oh, you want to go on a date? How does the McDonald's dollar menu sound? What is up, guys? It's Chris with Everyday Chris, and welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for home, tech, and everyday life. In today's awesome video, we're going to be going over the 3rd generation Ring stick-up cam. We're going to review the stick-up cam, we're going to have an awesome time, and I'll explain to you why I spent nearly $700 on these satellite dishes. So why did I jump the gun and buy 7 stick-up cams? I've always enjoyed the Ring system. Also, I already had a Ring doorbell and a Ring floodlight comm. I also love the Ring app and how they're constantly improving and adding new features. Before, I had the Arlo Pro 2 cameras. And yes, the camera was a lot smaller, but the video quality was redonkulous. You can really see the difference in the video quality compared to Ring. Here in the Arlo, you could see my dog and how grainy. Wait a second. What the Obi! Stop humping! But one of the main reasons was I hated switching between apps whenever it detected motion. Sometimes I had motion in the front door, so I'd have to check the Ring app. Sometimes I had motion in the garage, so I'd have to check the Arlo. Sometimes I had motion in the side yard, so I'd have to check the Ring app. Sometimes I had motion in the... You guys get the idea. I also wanted to purchase something that doesn't break the bank. I was doing some research and I found out month to month, Ring was a lot cheaper compared to Nest. That's why in the long run I decided that Ring was better for me, so I decided to stick with the Ring system. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and like this bad boy. I was debating between getting the Ring Spotlight Cam and the Ring Stick-Up Cam. However, I just couldn't see any justification paying $100 extra per camera for a little teeny little spotlight and other additional features I didn't really use. Another reason why I went with all Ring was that it was a lot more affordable than those super expensive 4K cameras that require professional installation. As far as the sizing, it isn't that large. However, compared to most security cameras, it is pretty gigante. It also comes in a white or black version. So here's the great unboxing. Inside, you'll find some instructions, of course, and a Ring sticker to put on people's cars, as well as a camera, some hardware screws, and a stucco drill bit. I wish it came with a better mounting bracket. The one they have is okay. It's like a stand combo hybrid thing that doesn't know what it is. So I ended up purchasing an aftermarket one on Amazon. I'll link it in the description below. Depending on the type of Ring you purchase, your box will have a charging cable and battery, a plug, or a solar panel. Inside the solar panel box is the solar panel, as well as a mounting bracket. The front of the camera has the lens, as well as the infrared sensors, light sensors, and passive infrared sensors in the front, which we'll talk about that later. All of these are pretty much used to help detect motion, as well as improve the clarity of the video in low light situations. On the back, it has a barrel plug, and also a way to mount the camera from behind instead of below. The Ring Solar starts at $148.99. Here in California, we get tons of sun, so I never had any cameras drop below 90%. Most of my cameras are facing southwest, but I do have a camera facing east, and I thought it would be an issue. But as long as it gets an hour or so of sun every day, I haven't had any issues with the battery dropping. Even if it is solar powered, you can still plug it in and it is still waterproof. The battery version of the Ring stick-up camera starts at $99.99. Getting a battery powered Ring is perfect for someone who doesn't have any access to an outlet, doesn't want to drill a hole, and wants the versatility of moving the locations with ease. The plug-in version retails at $99.99 as well. If you're using the Ring for indoors, honestly, the plug-in version is the way to go. It supplies a constant power source, and because it is powered, there are more motion detection features with quicker motion detection. Overall, inside, we use the Ring plug-in. I have seen so many people complain about the Ring's battery life. Ring released the motion settings update in their app, as well as across all their devices, called motion verification. So, nerd alert, it uses an algorithm to increase accuracy and reduce unwanted notifications, and captures motion by using the PIR sensor. The PIR, or passive infrared sensor, uses infrared heat to detect people versus objects, so it can accurately record the motion better. It does say that it does take an additional time for this to process. Honestly, I'd say it works fairly well, as it always detects me when I'm in my boxers at night, giving off the max amount of heat. With motion verification, you can still set motion zones and adjust the sensitivity. Another feature which is awesome is people only mode detection. Here, the camera attempts to detect the person's face and then it'll start recording. You can also turn off all these features and use it just based off of motion sensitivity like most cameras. I wanted to put it to the test and see how long it takes for the Ring camera to detect me with motion verification on or off. With motion verification off and at max sensitivity, it only took about 4 seconds to detect me. With motion verification on, however, it took only about 6 seconds to detect me. I found in real life testing, it does depend on the angle of the person's face and which way they're coming at the camera. So honestly, the best way is to test out both settings and see which one you prefer. I also wanted to test how bad the battery life could be, as I saw many reviews saying it only lasted 1 week. Over the course of about 10 days, I compared the battery life with motion verification on, as well as the original motion detection only. I placed my stick-up cam near the doggy door in the living room where it gets plenty of motion. I turned on motion verification and maxed out the sensitivity. In about 10 days, the battery life only went from 100 to about 88%, which is pretty amazing. With motion verification off and at max sensitivity, my battery level went from 100% to 85%. So overall, motion verification does prevent some unnecessary recordings, thus in the long run saving some battery life. I did find that with motion verification on, it didn't detect me sometimes when I wanted it to. It also wasn't as sensitive detecting motion with it on than compared to it being off. I also learned that you need to double check your motion frequency settings. For one of my cameras, I must have changed the motion frequency setting from normal to frequent. And within a night, my battery completely died. I honestly thought a spider was doing his breakdancing moves in front of our camera the whole night. But it turns out it was on the frequent setting, and it pretty much means that it records 24/7. Even though this is rated a 1080p camera, I feel that the quality is so much better than the previous Arlo Pro 2 camera I had, which is also rated 1080p. It also has a pretty good field of view with 110 degrees, which pretty much shows my entire downstairs without the fisheye look. Another cool feature is how you can adjust the recording length. This feature was added recently to even the battery-powered cameras, but pretty much if it detects motion, you can control how long it records after it detects motion. They also have this cool feature called snapshots, and what that does is it automatically takes a photo of what's going on every X amount of minutes or seconds based off of what type of power setting you're on. It's a pretty cool feature because sometimes the motion isn't detected, but if the snapshot captures it, you'll still see a picture of what happened. Ring has gotten a lot of heat in the past about how they handle their privacy setting. People were hacking people's cameras, looking into kids' bedrooms and talking like Santa was here. That is creepy AF. For me at my home, I'm always walking around naked and I pretty much do everything naked. I feed the dogs naked, I cook naked, which I do not recommend doing. And I'm sure nobody wants to hack my camera and see my naked body, but still, they took a bunch of steps during that time by enabling two-factor authentication, as well as adding a ton of privacy features in the app. You can see here that you can actually adjust the zones to prevent the camera from recording in that area. What's really awesome about Ring is how fully integrated they've become. You can link up your smart lock, Alexa, your alarm system, and your cameras all together to work harmoniously with each other. I'll discuss this again in another video about how well it integrates with the Ring security system. But what's awesome is if you have motion detected at the front doorbell, you can automatically start recording any other camera. Next up is the monthly cost of the Ring camera. The basic plan is $3 a month or $30 a year, and is only for one device. I honestly don't think it's worth it to pay that much for one device. The best way to go is with the Ring Plus plan. It's $10 a month, or you pay for it all for a year for $100, saving you $20. It gives you unlimited access to viewing your videos on as many devices as you want. It also gives you professional monitoring if you have the Ring alarm. And I think it's such a good deal. Let me know if you guys want to see a how-to video or installation video in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.